One thing you absolutely must avoid to have a successful marriage. Now, if you've never watched my YouTube channel before and you're not familiar with me, you might wonder, well, who is she? What qualifies her to give me advice on marriage? Well, I have a master's degree and a PhD in communication, specifically communicating in relationships. And I've been teaching people how to communicate in relationships for over 30 years. I've also been married for 18 years, and I have a happy, successful marriage. So, my one thing you must avoid to have a successful marriage is unrealistic expectations. Too many people enter into marriage thinking that marriage is going to be like it is in the movies, or even worse, in the fairy tales, where they go through whatever to get together, and then when they're finally together, they now live happily ever after. Marriage isn't like that. Marriage is hard and it takes work. And the reason is because the two people who are now married, neither one of them is perfect. Now, I can acknowledge that I'm not perfect, but sometimes when I'm in my marriage, it's hard for me to think about how I'm not perfect. I focus a lot more on how my spouse isn't perfect, or how my spouse isn't what I thought he should be, or isn't doing what I thought he should do, or isn't changing the way I thought he should change. Now, none of us is perfect. If you think you are, then I strongly suggest never getting married, because you are apparently the only perfect one in the world and you will not find somebody else who is as perfect as you. But for the rest of us, we need to be realistic. Nobody's perfect, and there is no fairy tale marriage. So you have to put the work into it. You have to be understanding. You have to be flexible. You have to be realistic. If you have started marriage with unrealistic expectations and are struggling, or if you still have unrealistic expectations and are struggling, then I can definitely help you. My program is called Get Communication Healthy: Marriage, Half the Distress, but Twice the Delight. And there's still time for you to join a free event. Just use the link that I provide in the description for this video and join ASAP. I'd love to help you strengthen your marriage and make it successful.